What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ferris here. Just getting the stream set up for anyone who's watching it after the fact that the stream has been up. I just like doing streams. It's easy. It's nice to talk to people, and I feel like it's a more efficient manner of discussing information nowadays. So I'm doing streams more so than videos until I see it's feasible to do videos. So what's up, Bullable Guy? I know you got notifications on. For anyone who's new, make sure to turn notifications on. I try to go over the cryptocurrency market at least 5 times a week. And we're getting it started. What's up? What's up, brother? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Alex? So we got, normal viewers. We're trying to engage some more people in here. But, I want to talk about the cryptocurrency markets. I feel like I am the only YouTuber, and I know you guys appreciate it. Alex, Bullable Guy. We're going to get Holland, Property Investor, in here, as well as a few other guys who appreciate what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is the truth, and I don't, regardless of cryptocurrency expanding, I see Ripple as definitely doing very, very well. Do I smoke weed? Not at the current moment, no. I decided to stay away from that at the current moment. It slows me down. I like to be sped up, and no, I don't do stimulants anymore, so... Anyway, I just drink coffee. That's all I do. But right now I'm fasting, so I'm chilling on that. Regardless of the fact, let's talk about cryptocurrencies because I have very minimal time here. So we'll get to the information quickly for anyone viewing us after the fact of the stream, going live. Hopefully you can join us. I try to go live early in the mornings or like mid-afternoons, noon time Eastern Standard, 1 p.m. Yeah, I got to do business, Bullable Guy, on, I only like doing business when my mind's right, and that stuff doesn't, it messes with my mind. So, we're waiting for some more people to come in here. Let me see how many viewers we got. Sorry, I'm only on one screen, so I have to have everything on here. So, we got about 8 viewers. I think we're good from here. Hopefully, more people could join us, new viewers, and we can go from there. So, let's get started. Basically, you guys know, we've been talking about this. Crypto is in a bear market. I've been getting a lot of hate for it. I really don't care. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. This is exactly what happened, and we'll go to another chart just to make it so we can have a clear canvas to discuss it. It's exactly what I was predicting when I talked about a failure to hit new highs. We have the arrows pointing to that, and an overextension in price, creating a bubble pattern. It's very easy, but bubbles always and will continue to happen, and they make great opportunity for people who are real with themselves and don't like to bullshit themselves, because it's great money, and you can see that. Go in the comments and you see people arguing with me, saying that they are oh, this is not a bubble, it's still going to go up, Bitcoin's going up this price. And when people make these numerous claims, outlandish claims, and then they continue to get offended by the fact that you're saying Bitcoin will come down and cryptocurrency will come down, that's when you know you should go bet against the market, because that's the easiest sign. So we'll talk about that, and we'll go into some more news here. So as you guys can see, very, very similar concept to what we had in the 2000s bubble. More so, the dead cat bounce was right here. We have the dead cat bounce. We have a little, this right here is this sharp retracement right up here, and then we're going to continue to hit lows. I'm seeing, I'm going to be honest with you, Alex. I think a real bottom is 4K. I mean, 4K. People like to not look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart shows no support till about 5.59, okay? And then real support here at around 3 to 4K. And that's going to be real growth. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. You just have to ride it out. Yeah, and shorting is harder. It's much harder because people will be against you. And it's difficult to time them. But you could see on Ethereum, I didn't even time Ethereum well, okay? And I'm still making money. I'll be honest with you guys. I shorted Ethereum here at 700 with 10 coins, and I got squeezed, literally. And I'm honest with my trades because I don't need to lie. I literally got squeezed out by a point, and it cut me out of my trade. So it was unbelievable, but I didn't let that take me out of the trade. I re-shorted right up there around 715, 4 coins. And I'm good. And if Ethereum continues to drop, and I think Ethereum will drop to about 350, regardless of how many coins I have, $375 per coin, that's about a $1,400 profit, which will double my investment. So you got to understand, with these coins, they're very overvalued. I want to ask you, what kind of utility does Bitcoin and Ethereum bring to the marketplace that the dollar can't bring? I mean, the dollar is obviously proven to be a stronger currency. I mean, the dollar at the time, right now, it's actually been, going up by basis point, if you want to compare it to. And, bulls will find a different excuse for everything. But let's be honest, you're not really using your cryptocurrency for a medium of exchange. And I will call anyone out bullshit. If you're buying stuff with cryptocurrency, then you're a real OG. But all these people talking about cryptocurrency, showing these charts saying this is a true correction, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to feed into the bullshit and the BS that I haven't fed into, and I've been keeping it real. And these videos will stand the test in time, unless YouTube goes down. But I doubt that happens. They will be here, and people will still find some way to ignore them, and that's perfectly okay. I'll be making the money while they're losing all their money and complaining about the government and want to go anti-capitalist when they're happy to be a capitalist when the markets were going up. So it's the same pattern. It's really, really the same pattern. And Ethereum's a good basis point. It's like Bitcoin 2.0, but more so 0.012. It's a beta. You got to understand this. We're in the times of, like, when we want to go back in time, okay? Talking out of his ass. Oh yeah, for sure. Go back and watch my live streams, buddy. And where have you gotten? The price has not risen. Cryptocurrency, no one is buying. Regardless of that, let the man talk. Basically, we're not using it as a medium of exchange. There's no real volume coming into cryptocurrency. Ethereum is overvalued. I think Ethereum has led us into a good direction with smart contracts and everything. But let's be honest here, guys. It's too overvalued. It's not adding any efficient utility to the marketplace. And the people here, like my friend here, Baba Bute, he does not understand economics, free markets, how a capitalist society operates, so he just likes to talk out of his ass. And that's fine. Go ahead and talk. I will call you out on your BS, and I don't care what you have to say because it's useless information. Regardless of that, basically, these markets, he only thinks he can have, these markets will stay up here because he's only seen these markets. His perspective is very short-sighted, and it's very skewed. You can't have a skewed perspective, and as we speak, Ethereum has just dropped another $3. You can't have a skewed perspective, and I'm not trying to go out and, attack you. I'm trying to inform you, but people take offense nowadays to everything. And it's sad because, we're going to move in a socialist society, and people are going to realize how bad socialism is to free markets. So regardless of that, we won't get into that political talk. But we can see here, they just think because Ethereum has, overvalued itself 100x, they think it's going to hold these prices. Obviously, that doesn't happen. They haven't studied history. They're schmucks. They're literally schmucks. And they will lose their money. And they probably have sold, but they'll still defend themselves on YouTube, which is totally okay. I don't want you to believe these people, and I don't want you to believe me. I want you to do your own research, okay? I don't try to feed into the horse, okay? I don't try to tell people here what they want to hear. I try to just be legitimate. Yeah, they just read CoinDesk. My guy, Bullable guy, exactly. And I don't, you see me, I won't call out these people. I won't. I don't need to feed my ego in any way. All they do is read this. They read this. And look, I mean, this is just Bitcoin propaganda. And propaganda is operating every standpoint of any marketplace, regardless if it's political, in any enterprise, capitalism, regardless, people will only find ways to justify their viewpoint as right, which is okay. But just understand, you don't have to believe everything the internet tells you. So, what the hell is this? Anyway, regardless, we've been right so far. We've been right. People are not buying. The people who are talking out of their ass are obviously losing their money. More likely, probably have sold their positions. Volume has so slowly been decreasing since September, October. We had that huge run. This is where everyone was hodling, and then everyone who's hodling sold out here, probably sold out here, and then anyone who remaining hodlers are selling now. And you can see the volume is it's done. It's done. Same thing with Ethereum. Same story with Bitcoin. it's gone. There's no one buying. There is no one buying. All the buying happened here. All the buying happened here, okay? This huge buying right here in this zone, we'll paint it right here. This huge buying led to this increase in price because someone was obviously controlling and centralizing the supply. Okay, it's very common economics. The people who like to talk out of their ass don't understand economics. They don't even have a general understanding of how money and banking works and what this coin's trying to achieve. Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin was to take off that decentralization from the banks, but all it did was bring centralization into the miners, and the miners controlled the market. And that obviously led to saturation in the stock market with graphics cards and people getting overhyped. It's the same story like 2000, it's the same story like 2008. And then people don't want to think bad things will happen until, you know, they happen, and then they call you bullshit saying you said it will happen 8 months ago, and then you didn't call the exact date. I mean, no one can call the exact date. You can just see the signs and you play by the signs. Obviously, they're losing money and they're not real traders. But regardless of the fact, guys, I'm playing advertisement here because I do like getting paid for my time. It's Bitcoin's going down. It's very obvious. Failure to hit new highs. And again, we'll see all these cryptocurrency YouTubers, you know, dissipate, distance themselves from the market because they're not true, and they'll cash in on their advertisement paychecks. And I honestly, my ego wants me to go and, you know, call these people out, but I don't need to. But these people, they get thousands and thousands of views, 200, 300, 400, 500 likes, and they don't invest. They never show you their trades. So why are you trusting them? They show you a little triangle on these coins, and they don't know anything about technical analysis or how to read candles or anything like that. And, oh, why are you getting offended, man? Why are you getting offended? That's exactly what I'm trying to get. You're getting offended. So I'm not talking shit. I'm just trying to prove a point to you. Obviously, you're not getting it. Regardless of that, people just want to talk. They just want to talk and get advertisement money. That's the sad thing about YouTube is the advertisement money has led people to take conflict of interest decisions, moral hazard. You know, a lot of people were making a lot of money, even myself included, but I even said that when the markets were going up. I was like, this is my referral link. You can sign up. Go ahead. But now we have news like this. This was when the Bitcoin bubble was just starting. How a 26-year-old college dropout makes $12,000 a month. This is what brings people in. I'm sure you've got intrigued, myself included, got intrigued by this. These people have made their money and you're taking it out, okay? And that's what happens. And you know, Bitcoin Cash could be a proponent and opportunity, but okay, continue talking, Baba. Continue talking. Continue talking. Show your trades, and we'll talk from there. Regardless of that, basically, Bitcoin Cash, you know, all these are just propped up. They're not true value prices. They're not true value prices, and we'll continue to see that come down. I mean, the prices are just not justified. EOS, same thing. EOS, same thing. You know, and people will get mad. They will get offended that it's not going in their favor, and that's okay. That's cool. You know, it's whatever. We can fight the argument all day, but we're just going to be running ourselves in circles here. There's good coins here, but they're very overvalued for what they're bringing to the marketplace. And so why are you trying to say I'm talking out my ass, Baba, when I'm right? I didn't call you autistic. Okay. See, he's just trying to start a war, and that's just not how it goes. Just try to listen to my viewpoint, understand my perspective, and then go about, you know, judging and making your own decisions from there before criticizing someone for their decisions. That's what I'm asking you. Regardless, all cryptocurrencies will follow the market besides DGD. When Bitcoin comes down, DGD goes up. Tron, obviously, is having a little boom here. But people get excited over these cheap coins, and they lose their money. I mean, I'm sure you haven't made your money back, and that's the thing that's kind of scary here. When Bitcoin or when cryptocurrencies are measured against Bitcoin, it kind of gives you a very, 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 very skewed perspective on the cryptocurrency's actual price in dollars, because Bitcoin changes in price itself. And basically, Tron, it's a nice trade, but it's not an investment. The only thing I really see viable solutions in is in XRP. And XRP follows the market, so that's fine. It's okay. I'm going to wait till I see a buying opportunity around this area on XRP. Around this area, when it breaks down here, I'll be buying XRP into here. Once banks start actually using it. Okay, XRP is a legitimate currency. It has a utility to it. It's hyped. Even the CEO said it's hyped. But you got to understand, Bitcoin leads the market. Yes, like what my Sonic says, it leads the way, and it will justify every move. Okay, and if people are not buying Bitcoin, they won't buy any other currency. Bitcoin, honestly, in my mind, is not an investment based on the volatility. So I trade it, and that's how I go. I can't see at what price. Oh, Bulbo guy. I said I'll buy XRP, anywhere around 20 to 40 cents. If Bitcoin starts to continue lower, it should offer a good buying opportunity here in around August to September, right there. See, Alex, I can't predict the future. I can't. I've just used technical analysis to get an anticipation on where I like to see. No problem, man. No problem, Sonic. Where I like to see the currency to go, I don't see TA. People take TA and misjustify it. They go, okay, this is gonna happen, this will happen, and you create a framework where you're forming a statement and you're now asking yourself a question that leads into more questions. When you see, okay, I see on XRP, okay, this could be a potential bull flag. So let me ask myself another question. Okay, a bear flag, excuse me. This could be a potential bear flag. So let me ask myself a question. If I wanted to trade XRP here, okay, you can see it's just failing to hold. It could be a descending triangle or a bear flag. Regardless of the factor, you just can draw some lines here. They're just lines. They're nothing crazy. If it breaks below this price point, which is around 60 cents, we can assume it's going to go and test 50 cents based off what it did here in the past. And that's what TA is used for. You don't use TA to justify an investment. Use fundamental analysis along with TA, along with how much you're willing to risk, what's your trading strategy, how your personality is suited to your trading strategy, and what your end goals are when you come to trading to justify an investment or a trade. But most people don't do that, and that's why they get offended. And that's why when it doesn't go their way, they like to criticize you, and it's okay. Yeah, 3K Bitcoin. I see that. And, now people are coming out, well-respected people. They're saying, well, I don't see, Bitcoin, my observations were wrong. And that's okay. That's fine. People get it wrong. A lot of people get it wrong. But this is a clear bubble pattern. We failed to hit highs. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And we're looking like we're trending lower. And this time, the price action is not as volatile as here. People are not making as much money. So that means we're going to start to see a lot of downward movement. We're already bear flagging down. Doji sign. This is a doji on the hourly here. Let's do this. This is a doji. Okay, we have a doji here and we have a doji here. The last 2 dojis signified a downtrend. What do you think the third one's going to do? Probably signify a downtrend and hit new lows. That's how you justify technical analysis. So just wait. If you want to buy, I suggest you wait. I'm play advertisement here. I like to get paid for my time. Wait. Don't buy this. Don't get excited. Don't let your emotions get excited. We can see here, cryptocurrency here. Someone propped it up right here. And now we don't have any excessive buying. It's just selling. Okay? And you won't... The one shady thing about cryptocurrency is selling could happen on one exchange and you won't see it. Because you're only looking at Coinbase. And Coinbase the level 2 in the book is manipulated. I hope you know that. Where they will move their orders just to prop up the market. I suggest, honestly, if you want to look at volume, you only look at, Bitfinex, okay? Not this. Bitfinex, US to US dollar, right here. And then you could see the selling is a lot more prominent here, okay? But it's just being held up by the miners, by the excessive fees. And right here, Bitcoin's already under 82,000. So we're already dropping. Ethereum's at $673. I was calling a short above 700. And we're dropping head and shoulders, sideways head and shoulders here. It's pretty prevalent on the 4-hour, and we got a shoulder here and a shoulder here, or you could even consider this a shoulder. I think it's more a head and shoulders on the daily than anything. We have right here, very simple, we'll paint it out. We have one shoulder here, and we have one shoulder here with a little hiccup here. Or you can call this a descending triangle. It's just a bearish pattern. And here we have the neckline, which it's about to test, okay? And it will break it. And that's where you short. So, you know, you take the risk there, and I'm short right here where this box is, okay? And, you know, I did fuck up. I will be honest. I did not play this as much as I wanted to. I did short here earlier, and my emotions did get in the way, and that's fine. I'm learning as I trade, and that's okay. You don't get beat up yourself when you trade, because if you beat up yourself, all you're going to do is put yourself back to where you were, maybe in a worse position, and you'll gamble away your money. I started shorting here, okay? I started shorting right here, and I didn't hold this, okay? And then I started shorting here, and I saw this dip right here, and I got very excited. So it definitely messed with my emotions, and that's why you have a plan to you know, mitigate your emotions, okay? You want to mitigate your emotions as much as you can so you can make wise and educated decisions. That's why people get offended when a cryptocurrency doesn't go their way, because they don't know how to control their emotions. And when you try to tell them that, they get more offended because they don't learn. They think they know everything. They're operating from a very egotistical, a very narcissistic manner, and it's not good. And let's talk about the 12 and 26 EMA. Remember when I brought that up? I don't like to talk shit for no reason. When the price goes under the 12 and 26, what did I say happens? It starts to fall. Today we had the price go under the 12 and 26 for the first time. Both first daily candle, okay? Boom. And we continue downtrend. So if in a bearish trend, a crypto has been a solid use case, really working, then they can break away from the bear. Yes. See, Bullable Guy, you're getting the point here. And that's why I think XRP will start to see this shift. This bear market will create this segment shift in the marketplace. Understand that. But remember, the 12 and 26 EMA, when I was talking about it in this live stream, for people who don't believe me, go back and watch if you're watching this on a later date. We're talking about it right about here. I think on this date. Okay? Once the price starts to shift under and get rejected from the 12, and then the price goes above the 12 and 26 and it crosses, that's when you want to short. And you can see right here was a perfect time. Obviously, when you play markets, you want to be very, very patient. You have to wait for the opportunity, or you're just going to be trading a lot of noise, okay? And who cares about the flippening? Don't say flippening, because you're fixating a firm market decision in your mind, and you're going to cause yourself to trade emotionally. So just understand that, Bullable Guy. But anyway, regardless, let's talk about a great indicator, 12 and 26 EMA, because these are indicators. These are not for sure signs that are going to happen. And that's the one thing I'm trying to point out to people. How many viewers we got in here? We got probably like 15, let me guess. 13? Okay, thank you guys for joining the stream. The one thing I want to really point out here is indicators are used simply for that, indicators. They don't tell you where the price is going to go. They may help you justify your decision on that. So I'm not your master, man. I'm just a friend, okay? Basically, right here, we were talking about the 12 and 26. I was like, the robots trade off this, the bots trade off this, and you can see once it got rejected off the 12, you would be shorting up here at the 12, okay, you know, shorting off that, and then you'd short when it gets above the 12 and 26 once they cross. You can see you get a fake out, then you get an engulfing candle leading to new lows, and now we're dropping. Live, and thank you, Bullable Guy. I try. I like to add value into people's lives, and I think that's how I'll grow on YouTube, by adding value to people. So, no problem, Sonics. You can see, as we've been discussing, this trend line hasn't changed. We're breaking down as we speak. Okay, here I just drew, you know, like a little paint line of where I expect it to go. I just expect us to break down lower and lower. By July, I could see cryptocurrency around maybe $300 to $200 on Ether, and I'll probably be holding that. And then we'll even see it drop down. Like let me show you my extended range. We'll probably come down here, okay, and then we'll have a little push here, and then we'll drop, and then it's just gonna flatline, and we'll start to go to real prices where I'll start to trade real. You know what I mean? It'll start trading real, actual marketplace prices. But right now, it's still very overvalued, and we're gonna come down. We'll come down very quickly, just as fast as we went up, and you'll make your money, and then you could cover here, or you could wait for the final drop and cover there. And that's what's going to happen. And you can even see the propaganda. It's Bitcoin Pizza Day, the most delicious holiday of the year. It's not a holiday. See how they're trying to entice emotions? Because these companies, they want to hold your money. They want to hold your pocket because they rely on you. You don't let don't let people. The consumer always controls the market. So understand, in a free market, you control your decisions. Don't let other people intimidate you into making decisions. As I was saying, and I've always tried to keep my theme of my streams very in unison with all, keep the streams, general theme and idea in unison with each other, is to, I'll go into EOS in a second, is to take a trade with how much you're willing to risk. Ask yourself the right questions that lead into more questions that can give you a final general principle of how you're going to approach the trade. And then when you take the trade, stick to it. Put a stop, get away from it. And then when you see other opportunity, you go in for more. So ideally, when I shorted Ether, when I originally shorted, I was right. I should have shorted, waited, maybe even taken the profits here and reshorted here heavy, and then shorted here heavy, and then shorted on the final peak heavy. You usually have about 3 retests on a bear market, I've learned. When it starts, you have 3 retests at the high and then a huge drop. Now we're going to see a very huge drop. Okay, and before I get into EOS Bullable Guy, I'm going to tell you guys what's going to happen, because I'm starting to see it. It's very, very easy. The signs are there. And what I'm trying to say here is I don't try to predict. I try to anticipate. Okay, it's a very big difference. It's like telling LeBron James, hey, are you going to cross over Markieff Morris in the third quarter with 5 minutes to go when this play happens? He doesn't know, but he can anticipate what he's going to do in the movement. He'll say, if that happens, I'll probably cross him over, and then toss the ball to Kevin Love to shoot the jump shot. You know what I mean? So you anticipate things in games like this. There's no said income. There's no said how much I'm going to make. There's soft targets. There's soft goals. And that's how you'll make your money. And it's great. It's great. It's a lovely game. So you can see we're going to definitely drop here. And you'll see these cryptocurrency kids, and I want you to call them out for the bullshit. They're going to say, oh, this is a correction. And they'll probably justify this as, the next little resistance point, which will give us a little support here. We'll get some support here. But there's nothing. We're going to break down and continue fall, and they'll disappear. And they'll lose their following like every other bull market happens. They'll lose their following, and they'll lose their respect, and their profits will go down. And hopefully I can continue to show you guys and gain more attention and notoriety for giving people correct information and reliable information so they can continue to build their education, because trading is a journey. It's not one you learn a few things like school and you go to work. No. It's continual learning. So let's talk about EOS. This is when I was actually shorting here. And again, self-doubt is probably the worst thing you could do when you approach a marketplace. You have to have a lot of confidence in your decision-making here. So I don't know why EOS is not coming up here. EOS to the dollar. I was actually shorting EOS, and you can see even the 12 and 26 work very well, but we're going to turn that off for now. I was shorting EOS right here, and I didn't hold. And I should have been shorting EOS here, and I would have profited very well. On JAFX, I mean, a $5 trade, 5-point trade is very profitable. So EOS was probably one of the greatest shorts and longs of this minor bull bounce. Okay, the minor bearish bounce, I like to call. That's what they call it in the markets. EOS had a great run here, and then everyone went bullish on EOS. So we had a lot of real volume come in, and then selling, and you could have went long here in April, and bought it at $5 and sold it at 20. I missed that, and I love going long and short. Yeah, I mean, I don't have enough money. The thing is, Sonic, if I had $50,000, $60,000, I'm 21 years old, and I almost paid off all my debt in the past. Since 2018, I started the year with, I think, over $25,000, $23,000 in credit debt from, just a misunderstanding in money. And I don't come here to try to teach you like I'm a professor. I'm here because I'm constantly learning myself. I paid off all my credit card debt to this date, from about $16,000 in total credit card debt, $6,000 in student loans. I'm down from $16,000 to $1,000. So it's actually now, $1,000. So that's cool. I just manage my money very well, and it gives me money to invest with. So regardless of that, just learn how to manage your money, and you'll be able to trade very wisely. So basically, EOS was the nice pump. It was a great long. You could ride that crazy movement, because this is overextended. That's not real growth. Real growth is something like this, where a price comes here, pulls back a little bit. That's what we would call realish growth. Okay, so right here we have the overextension, and now it's getting bearish. Everyone's selling. So it was a great long and then a great short. and you can do that. I just didn't have the time to focus on that. I'm shorting Ether because I see the most money, and as we can see, Ether is just breaking down. And by the next hour or two, we'll probably break this line and be below 670. Great. And Bitcoin will probably start. And now we could see Ether is not as strong as Bitcoin was because Ether has lost its steam. The only thing that was holding Ether up was the fact that this guy on the Reddit founder was like, it's going to go to 15,000. He was talking out of his ass. He has no finance degree. He has no economics perspective. He doesn't trade. Yeah, no problem, man. I try to approach with wisdom. Wisdom is formed by observation, not by age. Remember that. So read. Richest Man in Babylonia, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, Reminiscence of the Stock Operator. These are great books that will teach you a lot. So regardless of that, Ether has finally, lost its touch with Bitcoin, and it's now giving up a lot of gains because people realize there's nothing really good about Ether, and it's going to continue to drop, and we'll make money if you're short. And I think Bitcoin just put in another bearish candle to go lower. Here's just a fake out. It's going to sandwich and probably go lower on the 4-hour. And once we break this 8,000 price point, which I expect to happen by tomorrow or Thursday, we'll start really falling, and we'll get one of those nice panic drops where we can make a lot of money. So that's really it, guys. I hope this stream kind of clarified. I try to stay on point with that one subject of if you're going to go short, be smart with it. Use JAFX, be smart with it, and take advantage of opportunity when you see it. Tomorrow we'll get another update, and we'll kind of go along with that. I'm not trying to push this perspective on you just because I'm right, because I was wrong at some points, but overall my general market consensus was right, and that's what I was trying to push people, not to feed into the bullshit, because people want to just make money off you, make money off your advertisements and your time and your viewpoint. Understand that your time is very valuable, and I thank you guys for sharing it with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to build something better than what other people have out there. We really need to have a genuine marketplace, and there's a lot of exciting opportunities to come. We even have this Mitsubishi is doing a payment with blockchain and all that. So there's a lot of good things coming. We'll see what happens. I think Ripple's going to offer good buying opportunities, so we'll wait and see. But right now it's shorting time. It's a bear market in cryptocurrency. So be ready to make your money on JAFX if you're not already. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I got to go run to work. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm glad I could help you guys. For anyone who hasn't joined, thank you for watching the stream after the fact. I appreciate you guys. Alex, Bullable Guy, Sonics. Thank you for supporting the channel. Share with friends and family. Let's get this going. All right, later, guys. Enjoy your night.